exciting story. So are you all ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. The title of the story is A Golden Twig in the Thief's Beard. Once upon a time, in the Mughal Empire, in a small village, lived a rich merchant, a wealthy merchant. But one day, there was a robbery in his house, a theft of, and theft, and he was very disheartened, and he reported this to the king. Nothing was left in his house. Every chip of gold was taken. He was only left with ordinary clothes and utensils. He reported it to the king and was called to the court the next day. Raja Akbar, the famous king, was there, and his trusty courtier, the wittiest, the cleverest courtier, Raja Birbal, interrogated him. He asked, "Do you suspect anyone? Are there any suspects you have?" And the merchant replied, "Yes, I suspect my servants. I have 6 servants, 2 watchmen, a maid, a gardener, a cook, and an extra worker, a servant who helps me in my work." Then Biral asked, "Why do you suspect them? Is there any particular reason?" And then the merchant said, "My security is very tight. There is no way an intruder from outside can come in. It is very strong. And moreover, only my servants know inside out of my house. And no one can come in. Only they know where my locker is, and only they can open it." Raja Birbal had a fantastic idea in mind, and he said, "You come tomorrow, and I'll give you something which will help you find the culprit." The merchant went away. The next day, Raja Birbal came. He came with 6 sticks, but they weren't ordinary sticks. He told them, "These are magical sticks, which I got from a huge dense forest. And whoever is the culprit, his stick will be shortened by 3 inches." And he told the merchant, "You give these sticks to your servants and tell them to get it back the next day." The merchant took them away at home and gave it to each one of his servants. And he said the same words that Raja Birbal quoted. He told them that these are the sticks and they are magical. Whoever one of you are the culprit, their stick will increase by 3 inches. The ones who were not the culprits, they sat peacefully and soundly and returned the 5 sticks, because 5 people were there. They returned them to the merchant. But the one who was the culprit, he was worried, he was tense, that if my stick increases by 3 inches, then the courtiers, everyone will come to know I did the crime. And so he said, "Let me cut the stick by 3 inches." So he cut the stick by 3 inches so that in the morning his stick would grow 3 inches and it would be equivalent to every single stick. Everyone handed over the sticks to the merchant, and the merchant came back to the court. He handed them over to Raja Birbal, and Raja Birbal said, "To whom had you given this stick?" The merchant said, "I will give it to one of my watchmen, Ramlal." Raja Birbal instantly said, "This watchman of yours is the culprit." The merchant was elated and delighted to know who was a thief, but he was shocked. How can my watchman be the thief? How did he steal it all? So Raja Birbal said, "I told these were no magical sticks. These were ordinary sticks which I got from the wood." And the culprit, being terrified, the watchman, he cut the stick by 3 inches so that his stick would be equivalent the next morning. And this way, it is shorter than the rest. Everyone was happy, and the merchant returned home. The culprit, the watchman, was put behind bars. And the king, Akbar, he was very happy with Birbal. And so, instead of 6 ordinary sticks, he gave Birbal 6 golden sticks. And this way, even Birbal got a reward in return. Thank you.
Sir,
Hey,
sir, I
yes,
know the story.
yes,
Sir, I
yes,
know the story.
yes, yes.
So, friends, what do you think is the moral?
Be honest always.
Anyone else? Navtej, Padma Shri Spurti, Moise. Anyone? Okay. So the moral is